Hi there, let's take a look at SMCI. We'll cover the weekly market structure, check out the short-term trend, so you can learn how to assess the risk of the next price move, even if you're new to chart analysis. From a big picture perspective, SMCI is currently in the sideways stage of the market cycle, and the price is currently around the midpoint of this sideways channel. So you can consider it's ranging from the orange line or orange G level of $20 all the way up to the purple line of 45.5. Okay, there was a few times it spiked outside of it for a couple of weeks, but after the drop since October last year, it barely went outside of the purple. Okay, so that's the situation right now. Remember, this is education content only, no financial advice. And the weekly support level remains the same as last time we talked about, the 35.5 light blue key level. And the major resistance, 39.5, the blue key level over here. And if you ask what are those yellow lines, those lines are basically showing us that SMCI is going or getting into a wedge. And you can see it has higher lows and lower highs. And as it trades closer to the wedge, to the tip of the wedge, it is going to be an explosion point where high volatility would potentially kicks in. And there is an indicator for that. If you look at this Bollinger Band corner squeeze indicator, last time it happened in the weekly chart was right before the 2024 run. All right, it's swang to the top and then drops back to the low. So this indicator tells us when potential higher volatility period comes, not necessarily whether it is going to go up or go down, because it can show us that it can go down after that as well. When we get to the daily chart, we can see more examples. So the weekly volume, I would say it's around average because we got to a low during summer last year, all the way into the beginning of this year, up to around early March. And then the volume started to resume back to an average level, all right, across the period between 2004 all the way to where we are now. And that's the big picture. Now, the micro view, the daily time frame. So we talked about the squeeze indicator, and you can see these flat periods, the squeeze, these shades at the back means squeeze happened. Okay, or you can just read the lines. When the purple gets into the blue, okay, that's when the squeeze happens. And you can see the higher fluctuation. This time it went down and then it went up again. So treat it as volatility indication. So sideways period, up, down. Okay, don't treat it as a directional indication. All right, don't get it wrong. So that helps us manage our risk. Now, the way we track it, last time we were talking about this uptrend support line, right? It briefly broke it 2 days ago, but the bulls pushed it back yesterday. And still, today, the bears push it back down to below this yellow support line of 38.2. So it's an interesting situation. The bulls and bears are definitely battling fiercely when we get closer to the tip of these two wedges, where we said when we get closer to the 28th and the 1st of September, they are going to tell us which direction they are trying to get to. Because this key level of 39.5, or you can trade it $40, is the key resistance right now, right above this yellow dash line that's, guarding the recent trades. And this uptrend support over here makes the bulls and bears to make either one of the two options. Either they break this resistance, which I say is a continuation of the uptrend. So 2C's framework is the method. Continuation or change of trend, breaking the support. So either one of the lines has to be broken when we get closer to, to these 2 days. Because technically speaking, we only have till the end of the week. And it's interestingly lining up with the economic data that's going to come in, as well as the US Fed chair is going to make the speech. So this is the point where the market may change direction, even though it looks like it is going through a short-term downtrend. All right, because if we look at this, besides those yellow lines, we can definitely draw a short-term trend channel. But these kind of short-term moves with little references may not be very reliable. So while we can keep the box here, in case if it drops back, we can still track it. It is not a solid channel as of this moment. Just for our research sake, I'm keeping it here. So next time when we come back, we can take a look at how the price is traveling, whether it is traveling within this channel or is it not. That's going to confirm the validity of the channel. Because remember, when we talk about the channel, it's like playing an air hockey game, right? The puck bounces between the boundaries, and there's a center line as well. So let me know in the comment whether you think this uptrend is going to continue and it's going to break the $40 level, or is this uptrend is going to finish and continue within this descending channel, meaning coming to challenge 35.5 and maybe eventually $35. All right. Remember to subscribe to see the next update. Thank you.